What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? This is Chris Nelson. It's a beautiful night outside. It was chilly yesterday, like really cold yesterday. Tonight is just beautiful outside and nice and windy. Still cold, but not as cold as it was a couple of days ago. Well, yes, really yesterday. I just wanted to connect with you guys real quick and tell you the story. I told the story before on an interview during the around 2018, going on 19. I was doing an interview with Sister Doris Hall, James, on the Doris Hall James show about me being in Creed, the first Creed. So I want to connect with you guys to let you guys know my story with how that came about. I'm gonna write a book about it really and go into more detail, but I wanted just to really share this story with you guys, you know what I mean? So Harry Casting here in Philly was casting extras for the first Creed. I heard about it through I think TV, or I also heard it on watched it on the news or read about it on paper. And I didn't know where they was actually doing the casting. So one of my mentors and also my bandmate Samantha, and my mentor is Miss Elise Ruley. She made transition a couple years ago. Told me about it, and at the time, I was acting in a play and here and there, but I wasn't really like fully into it at the time. But I was entering into the acting world. I've done small shows or a small different independent films before Creed, and then after Creed, during Creed, or I also did plays. After Creed, I did plays and other films afterwards. But for me, that was an amazing time. Amazing time. So what happened was I got a inbox from one of my mentors, Miss Lisa. She gave me information about where they was doing the auditions for extras and for leads or different roles. So it was at South Philadelphia High School. That was where I auditioned to be an extra. South Philadelphia High School, located on South Broad Street, near Broad and Snyder. So we went down there, and I had my resume. I made my resume as far as for acting before that, and I just had it with me, and I made it up before that day, and I didn't get a haircut. I was woofing. I'm saying, and at the time I didn't know nothing about film and how they want you to look. I thought you're supposed to go to audition looking professional and looking sharp. Me, it was opposite. So I didn't get a chance to get a haircut that day. So I was busy on my grind doing the music thing because I'm a musician first. So I went down there and woofing, but I had my glasses on and my hat on, and just different stuff on. Not too much stuff, but I had my glasses and hat on, and the whole time. And I sat there and to the audition, and they gave us what we should do, and they said they'll call me back. So they stopped me in the hallway at the high school as I was leaving out, and they asked me to take off my glasses and take off my hat, and they took a picture because I also had pictures too, pictures of me, just photos. You know what I mean? At the time, just different photos of myself. I had no beard. You know what I'm saying? I was really young at the time, in my 20s and whatnot, going in my 30s. So, yeah. So I had my beard. I was growing my beard at the time, and it was but my pictures didn't have no beard. It just had my mustache and a baldy, and this, that, and the third. So what happened was, I gave them a picture of me with no beard, but they wanted me to take. They wanted to take another picture. I said, "You sure? I'm not looking right." You know what I'm saying? I was feeling uncomfortable. Not having a haircut, this and the third. I'm an artist. I mean, and just not feeling right about not having a haircut, looking professional as I felt that I should have looked. They didn't care about that. Obviously, they saw something in me at the time, and they called me up later on. This was about a couple years after I graduated from Temple University. I graduated in 2009. So around 2014, I was with the secretary at the time, interviewing her to help me with my company, to do some things for the company. And during the first meeting with the secretary at that time, I was at Temple University, doing something and connecting. And lo and behold, Harry Caston calls me up and says, "You've been selected to play a part in Creed. Come down to the church on Broad Street in Allegheny." I said, "Wow." Like, man, it was like, me? It's like, whoa. It's just like, man. I wasn't sure because, I was feeling uncomfortable not having my, haircut and so I was like, I probably didn't get the part. But lo and behold, I did. And I got a chance to go, They told me to get there at 5:00 at the church on Broad Allegheny at 5:00. So I got there at 4:00. Like, 4:00? I was not playing. I got there at 4:00, and I was one of the first people there. So got in the place, and they had all kind of food. I mean, all kind of food. First, they talk to you about this and the third, and what to do, what not to do, and give you the rules of how to govern yourself while you're on set. And couldn't talk to people too much on set. You gotta have to follow the rules because you're extra. So, and as I was just doing my thing, and I saw some other folks there. The boss man, John Carr. I'm sorry, the boss man, not John Carr. The boss man, John Hall. He was there. He was also extra too. It's other folks I met along the way that was there. like I said, the legendary boss man, John Hall from the Philly Cream. He was there. And with his wife or his girlfriend at the time. And yeah, it was a magical thing. You know, he was telling stories about this and the third of about the music business and movie business, how things work. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow. You know what I mean? It's like we both, you know, got a chance to connect because I connected with him on a different set for a different movie. So, but yeah, make a long story short, I met the sister. We had to actually was walking up to Broad and Erie to Max's, and the casting directors, one of the casting directors, paired me with the sister, this beautiful sister, chocolate skin sister. I forgot her name, but they paired us up together because we was walking together. I was talking to, you know, just talking, having a conversation, and whatnot, and you know, they paired us up. They felt that we looked good together, so they told us to you know, be in front and be next in line, because you know, Michael B. Jordan and Tessa Thompson, they, you know, was filming that scene. So you know, we just stayed in line, and I met another fella. He was a rapper and a poet. I'm not sure if he's still here. I haven't seen him for a long time, but I met this brother through through this company and this show called Mic Test, and you know, good brother, really good brother. I got some stories. Anyway, you know, I try to bring him more on the set. You know what I'm saying, and you know, and to be a part of the set. You know what I'm saying, you know, get in where you fit in, and you know, and just basically, you know, help them out. Help, you know, basically, you know, what I do, I try to help folks, you know what I mean, to do their thing and you know, just do their thing. I said, yo, man, listen, I know you, but I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I know you, but I don't know you. So, you know what I mean, you know, get in where you fit in, do your thing, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, yeah, I was getting paid for it. He wasn't. But he got a chance to be a part of it some kind of way, you know, behind the scenes. So, you know, that's what I do. Anyway, so what happened was we had to stay there a long time. You know, they was filming that whole scene at Max's on Broad and Erie that whole time for a long time. We got there, like I said, I got there around 4:00 in the afternoon, and they was filming pretty much all night long until they got it right. And by 7:00, 8:00 in the morning, man, you know, they was done. And yeah, it was a great experience. Great experience being on that set. Ironically, the sister I was with, that they paired me up with, she took me not home, but she took me closer to where I was going. And yeah, you know, we actually spent the night. There's a church across the street from Broad, you know, on Broad and Erie, actually on Erie, across the street from Max's. We actually spent the night, you know, at the church. You know, all the extras there. And then when they called us to come back on the set, you know, we got on the set. We also took a breaks. The cast and crew of that company, Harry Casting, they fed us well. I mean, fed us well. So, you know me, I love to eat. I love to eat. So, yeah, I ate my food and, you know, we had a good time and you know, chop it up with folks, you know what I'm saying, meet new people, this and the third, and, you know, just connect with folks. And, yeah, it was an amazing experience to be on that set. So, yeah, 4:00 in the morning, 4:00 in the afternoon, and left 7 o'clock in the morning. It was a long day. I mean, when I tell you it was a long day, it was a long day. So, But yeah, that's the meat of the story. It's more to it. I'm gonna put it in the book someday and really sit down and tell you more about what happened on that day. But yeah, it was an amazing experience. It was an amazing experience. You know what I'm saying? My first time being in the movies and of that magnitude and you know, yeah, I didn't think I was gonna be in that scene. It just came naturally like that because it saw something in me at the time, and like I said, I was just starting out in movies, and it just yeah, the acting came to me a long time ago when I was a child in grade school, but I didn't take it seriously until like 2013, 14. So, but yeah, that's what I want to say, y'all. Go for your dreams and visions. If you have goals and dreams and visions, go for it. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on who you are. You know what I'm saying? Just do your best, be the best you can be, and strive for the best. Strive for the best, and yeah, do your thing. You know what I'm saying, but yeah, that was a great experience. That was a wonderful, wonderful experience to be a part of. The franchise now, the Rocky franchise, Creed franchise now. I'm saying, and all those photos I shared on today on Facebook and Instagram. Those are real photos. It's not Photoshop. Those are actual real photos. That's actually me. For years, people would say, "Yo, I don't see you. I didn't see you," so I had to point it out. You know what I'm saying? I was on there, for about a good 15 seconds. You know what I mean? But, yeah. The night that it debuted, I didn't, I was, yeah, there's gonna be part two. Like I said, there's more to the story. I want to say as far as my experience on that, on a movie set like that. Yeah. It's a blessing, yo. It's a blessing. Just be yourself, man. Do your thing. Be yourself. And if you have goals and dreams and visions, go for it. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your visions. Don't give up on what's going on. Just because things around you are not going as well, especially with stuff within this country, in the world, still go for your goals and dreams and visions. Don't give up. So yeah. So that's my story. That's my part one story of Creed. I love y'all. Stay strong. Michael B. Jordan. Once again, peace and blessings, man, and congrats to you on the Oscar. Tessa Thompson, and it was great meeting you too at the time, and also Ryan Coogler. Appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Congrats to you also on your Oscar as well. All right, man. Go for your goals and dreams and visions, y'all. Stay strong. Peace and love and blessings. Peace.